Summary of Wild for You written by Kristen Proby. Chapter 1. Erin's days in Bitterroot Valley unfolded with a comforting rhythm, a melody composed by the warmth of the community, the charm of small-town life, and the beauty of meaningful connections. Each morning, she would walk past the "Welcome to Bitterroot Valley, population 8,746" sign, a tangible reminder of her presence among the growing number of residents. The man on the ladder continued to secure the new sign, signaling another change in the town's population. Erin grinned up at him, a sense of pride welling up within her. She had been one of the newcomers, contributing to the increase from 8,731 to 8,746. Since her move in December, 3 babies had been born, and a couple of families had decided to make Bitterroot Valley their home. The small town was evolving, and Erin was an active participant in its transformation. Curiosity lingered as she asked the man on the ladder about the frequency of sign changes. His response, "Once a year, when it's warm enough to climb up on a ladder without freezing to death," added a touch of humor to the town's routine. The yearly ritual seemed like a community celebration, an acknowledgement of growth and change. With the sign in place, Erin continued her walk, her steps echoing the renewed sense of belonging she felt. Bitterroot Valley, Montana, had become more than just a picturesque setting, it was her home. At Bitterroot Valley Coffee Company, Erin's workplace and social hub, Millie greeted her with a warm smile. The cafe buzzed with activity, a reflection of the tight-knit community that gathered there. Erin shared a laugh with Millie, recounting the population sign change and the man on the ladder. Millie's affectionate teasing only added to the camaraderie they shared. "It's busy in here for a Thursday morning," Erin observed. "I know," Millie replied, wiping her forehead. "I should have asked you to come in earlier." "I totally would have." "Why didn't you?" "I know how much you like to sleep in. Besides, it's not normally like this, especially in the middle of the week. Anyway, there seems to be a lull now. How are you?" Erin updated Millie on the recent population change and laughed. "What? It's a big deal. You're just so cute. I love how much you love living here, Erin." "It reminds me to be thankful for it too," Millie said. "It's my home," Erin shrugged, the sincerity evident in her words. Their conversation was interrupted by the entrance of Chase, Millie's brother, a handsome cop with a charming smile. Erin exchanged pleasantries with him while Millie bantered about his potential need for an oil change and haircut. After the brief interaction, Erin headed to her job at Bitterroot Valley Coffee Company, relishing the connections she had made in the community. She loved her job, meeting new people daily, and forming a special bond with Millie, who had become a close friend. Her thoughts drifted to the grumpy cowboy who frequented the cafe. Chase's brother, with a perpetual scowl, intrigued Erin. She recounted their routine interactions and humorous conversations, finding amusement in his unchanging demeanor. "I'm great," Erin replied to Millie's question about her day, shifting the conversation back to the present. Chase walked into the cafe, and the banter continued. Erin couldn't help but appreciate the attractive Wild brothers, finding amusement in their interactions. As the day unfolded, Erin shared her experiences with her parents during a video call. The news of her parents considering selling the family home stirred mixed emotions. Despite her initial concern about a potential divorce, they explained their plans to downsize, becoming empty nesters. Erin supported their decision but couldn't shake the nostalgic sentiment tied to the house where she had grown up. Her parents reassured her, her dad laughing off the idea of divorce, expressing his unwavering love for her mother. They shared their excitement about the prospect of a smaller, more manageable home. However, the news also revealed the passage of time and the inevitable changes that come with it. The day unfolded with Erin celebrating Roger's birthday, her elderly friend in Bitterroot Valley. She gifted him a thoughtful scarf, appreciating the simple joy of making a difference in someone's life. Their friendship added depth to Erin's connection with the town. Throughout her journey in Bitterroot Valley, Erin embraced the warmth of community, the charm of small-town life, and the beauty of forming meaningful connections. As the seasons changed, Erin found herself exactly where she was meant to be, thriving in the embrace of her newfound home. The evening sun bathed the streets in a warm glow as Erin strolled through the residential blocks on her way home. She approached her apartment above the garage of an elderly man, Mr. Sherman, whom she had grown fond of. She often brought him soup and a cookie from Mama's Deli down the street, cherishing the moments spent together. "Hello, Erin," Jeannie, the manager of the deli, greeted her as she entered. "I have his favorite today. Beef with barley." "Oh, that'll make his day," Erin smiled at Jeannie, reaching for her credit card. "It's on me today. It's Mr. Sherman's birthday." My mouth drops. "It is? Well, shit, I didn't know that." "Of course, you didn't. How could you?" "How do you know?" Jeannie sighed, then shrugged. "I never forget a date, and my parents must have mentioned it at some point. Before he died, my dad and Mr. Sherman were friends." "That's so sad." "He's a really nice guy." Jeannie looked over at me in surprise and then laughed. "What? He is?" "Well, he may be nice to you, but he's always been kind of a grumpy old man. He's your typical get off my lawn type of guy, you know?" I shake my head. "No, I've never seen that side of him." "That's so funny." "Hey, throw in a chocolate cupcake, and I'll pay for it." "That's sweet. I even have a candle you can have." "That's awesome. Thank you." "Well, I'd better hit up one of the shops for a gift for him on my way home." "Thanks, Jeannie." "You're welcome, honey. Go enjoy that weather." I nod and, with the hot soup and cookies in one hand, set off across the street to a shop that sells both women's and men's clothes, and find Roger a nice scarf. It's blue and will be handsome on him. With that finished, and content because they offered to gift wrap it for me, I hurry home and make Roger's house my first stop, before going into my apartment. "Hello?" I call out as I open the door. Roger told me a while ago that I didn't have to knock, since I come over so often. "It's just me." "Oh, hello, dear." He says it that way every day, as if it's a surprise to see me, even though he sees me every day. His eyes light up when he sees the wrapped box in my hand. "You didn't tell me that it's your birthday." I set the bag of food on the table and hold the wrapped box out to him. "Oh, you shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did." He takes it from me carefully, looking down at it. "And here I thought you were just being nice." "Well, I am, but it is your birthday. I found out when I went to get you some soup and cookies from the deli." I swear Jeannie can't keep a secret to save her life. I sit down across from him and watch as he opens the box. He seems surprised and pleased when he sees the scarf. "Oh, this is lovely, Erin. I can't wait to wear it." "Me neither." We eat our dinner together, chatting about the town and various other things. I could sit and talk to him all day, but I know he likes to go to bed early. So, after we finish eating, I gather my things and head into my apartment. The sun dips below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the valley, and I settle into the cozy corner of my apartment, sipping on a cup of chamomile tea. The rhythmic ticking of the clock on the wall fills the silence, a gentle reminder of the passage of time. As I reflect on the day's events, from the sign change to Roger's birthday celebration, I feel a profound sense of gratitude. Bitterroot Valley had woven its way into the fabric of my life, and I had become a part of its tapestry. The warmth of the community, the simplicity of small-town life, and the genuine connections I had formed made every day an adventure. The world beyond the valley seemed distant and irrelevant, as if time had slowed down to allow me to savor each moment. In the soft glow of the evening, I couldn't help but marvel at the serendipity that led me here, to a place that felt like home in every sense of the word. The sound of a distant train whistle echoed through the valley, a soothing melody that harmonized with the rustling leaves and the gentle hum of life. I closed my eyes, enveloped in the symphony of Bitterroot Valley, grateful for the journey that had brought me to this picturesque haven. As I drifted into the embrace of sleep, I carried with me the warmth of community, the charm of small-town life, and the beauty of meaningful connections. In Bitterroot Valley, I had found not just a place to live, but a place to belong, a place that felt like home in the truest sense of the word. And as the night unfolded, dreams intertwined with reality, creating a tapestry of memories that would forever be etched in the heart of this enchanting valley. Chapter 2. Rem rode alongside his dad, the rhythmic clip-clop of hooves marking their progress. The sun was starting its descent, casting long shadows across the vast expanse of the ranch. The conversation turned to his mother's desire to retire. "Your mother wants to retire," his dad announced, and Rem nodded, the gravity of the statement sinking in. "Your mother would like that," his dad continued. "You know, you and Ryan need to figure your shit out." A wry smile played on Rem's lips. "I don't dislike him." His dad shot him a knowing look. "You don't like him. We want different things," Rem admitted, the distance between him and his brother growing evident. The conversation shifted to the kids, and Rem mentioned picking them up from school. "The school bus has a stop right at the end of our driveway," his dad suggested. "I don't want my kids sitting on that bus for 2 hours after school." "That's not fair." "I'll get them." "Maybe you need a nanny," his dad suggested, and Rem shook his head. "I'm doing fine by my kids." "You're doing fantastic," his dad corrected. "Doesn't mean that you couldn't use some help. If your mother and I do start to travel, we won't be here to help as much." As they approached the barn after a long day of ranch work, Rem pressed his dad about retirement. "You're already supposed to be retired," Rem reminded him. "Hell yes, I do. I get to enjoy the ranch without any of the responsibility for the first time since before you were born. I'm having a hell of a time." "Am I in the way?" Rem laughed. "Of course not. I don't know what this place would do without you." "So, what does Mom mean, exactly?" "She wants to retire," his dad emphasized. "She's been taking care of the books for this place since we got married, and she's damn good at it. But she'd like to pass the torch to someone else." Rem sighed, thinking about the failed attempts to find a suitable replacement. "We've been through several bookkeepers, but they're never up to Mom's standards." "I know. Maybe it's time we look for another one and see if that one sticks." "Joy wants to travel, and you know as well as I do that I could never tell that woman no." "She wants to travel?" Rem asked in surprise. "She's changed her mind," his dad explained. "Maybe it's hormonal." "How in the hell should I know?" "Anyway, I wanted to let you know so it's on your radar." One more responsibility on an already overloaded radar, Rem thought. As days passed, Rem's routine continued. The coffee shop became a brief escape on his way to pick up the kids. The conversation there revolved around his sister's absence, the new town employee, and a clumsy encounter that left him intrigued. He couldn't escape the responsibilities, though. Balancing ranch duties, parenting, and the impending changes his mother's retirement would bring consumed his days. The memory of his wife, Jessica, lingered, especially on what would have been her birthday. Rem found solace in a quiet moment, raising his glass to her memory. The story unfolded, intertwining family dynamics, professional challenges, and the potential for a new romantic connection. Rem grappled with the complexities of life on the ranch, his relationships, and the weight of responsibilities on his shoulders. As the sun set on Bitterroot Valley, Rem navigated the intricate web of his past and present, seeking a path forward in the vast expanse of his life.